Hey, there we go. For some unknown, godforsaken reason, I need to unplug my goddamn mic and plug it back in for some reason. I don't know why it happens, but it happens sometimes. Lately it's happening like that. Why? God knows. Anyway. Oh, Bodrick showed up. Bodrick's currently message. There we go. All right. No. All right. Refitting room. What do you want? Got something for? Oh, right, attachments. Oh, I got some attachments. Oh no, that's already equipped. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, storeroom. New storeroom. Ah, that. Oh, I have this. Oh. Ew. Let's uncap some girls. It was like a ding. Exclamation marks don't stop. Hello. They sure went bonkers on the animations. Yes, I do love 5-star gun, SSR gun, and rusty attachments. Anyway. We'll check this. We'll deal with this later. Actually, just this. Give me 12. Means 3 more. Level up 3 more. Well, obviously, we're gonna deal with the 5s. 5s first. Was it necessary? Next we got gun, which I don't have any attachments for her. Brutal. Here we're good. Here we're good. Here. Cheetah's one of the best. TMP one of the best for the survivability. That was cute. Alright. Azure Patrol, Wasteland Impact, Sojourn Part 1. Challenge mode. Oh, there's a lot here. Laura. UMP? Wait, is... Do we even have a UMP? Join? No. I guess they're not available yet. Although they were like in a story character. Otherwise, no. Unless she's here. No. No, no, there is no UMP. Not yet. No, 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 she's not yet available. She wasn't released yet. How are you doing? What's up? Anyway, let's do the story. Wait, what the fuck? Halting vouchers? Embark on a journey when pedestrians and rather than the point can be used to attempt hard stages. Gain 3 tickets during each day of the event. Up to 6 can be held at any one time. Oh, shit! Oh boy. Thanks. No, really? No energy mode? There's no energy required for the events? That's awesome. Dear Commander, this is officially my 5th letter to you. Ever since we parted, there have been so many stories and things that I'd like to share with you, but I never had the opportunity to do so. It was by coincidence that I found out that Miss Litara has been writing letters to you regularly, so I borrowed some pen and paper from her. After shaking off pursuit by the humans and breaking through the encirclement by the elites, we have successfully managed to relocate ourselves to the vicinity of our designated stopover point. This journey has been so very perilous. Just the thought that you have also been living in constant danger without me by your side all these years is making me anxious. I wonder when that agreement will be rescinded. In any case, I have decided to document all my personal experiences in great detail until then. According to Miss Litara, by writing you these letters, we will not feel like total strangers to you when we finally meet again. I do hope she's right. Suomi. The howling wind whips the collapsed wall, smashing sand and dust against it. In the ruins, an elite is guzzling a chunk of meat. Most probably, the flesh of another elite is on the freezes, like it has noticed something. There is some drama with the development of the game, basically because of the whole mature themes and disturbing themes of the game. Those gentle snowflakes started a campaign to cancel the game and the developer. So the development has been changed to a different publisher. The game will be finished by the original developers, but they are going into basically unknown hiatus and hiding. They're not showing themselves on Twitter, they're not showing themselves on Steam, they're not showing themselves on Patreon. Basically, they are mentally drained from all the attacks from those vocal minority those people that don't know what they want themselves. So the third chapter is still in development, but it's just in the dark. We do not know when it will be released, and will it ever be released. But the publisher has changed, so we assume that yes, it will be released, just a different time. When obviously the next chapter is released, obviously I will play the game. Right now we have nothing. Anyway, where was I? In the ruins, an elite is guzzling a chunk of meat. Guzzling a chunk of meat. Most probably the flesh of another elite. It suddenly freezes, like it has noticed something. Oh, great, it's voiced. Fuck. It's an amazing game. It's absolutely an amazing game. I love the story as well, but alas, it is what it is. So, the voice part is in Japanese, so I need to go into settings after this cutscene and lower the volume, the audio. Oh, wait, I just got a message. Moment. The game has another bug here as well. If the window is not in primary, there is no audio. Yeah, I will tell you when there will be a next chapter. Absolutely. I know you're waiting for the game, so when there's an update, I'll let you know. The elite turns its head abruptly towards the source of the sound, but it finds nothing out of the ordinary. Despite its confusion, it seems to have decided that the sound is just the wind from the collapsed storm, and returns to savoring its meal. I think we managed to stay hidden. Thanks to the storm, the visibility is quite low at the moment. Get ready to move. Stick to the plan, I'll draw its attention. Okay, be careful. Ulrich carefully takes a step forward, picks up a piece of rock from the ground and throws it at oblivious elite. Good. Just like that. Now move this way. All units, attack. Copy that. Is that it? Oh! Okay, I love this. That is actually story characters and not my own characters in the event. Now. All units, eliminate remaining enemies. Unless... Oh, no, it's my units. Still my units. Okay, we got pistol, assault rifle, sniper, one sword. Okay, so assault rifle and pistols. Okay, we're gonna take us. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take her. I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take a TMP. And we're gonna take the best sniper so far. What's the level of enemies? I haven't checked. Oh. Instant kill, okay. Can you get on? She cannot get on. Okay, cancel. Can you hit a target from here? No, you cannot. She cannot hit the target from here. What the? Oh, she can hit this target though. Oh, don't mind if I do. Bear down. Okay, let's see. Count here. Candies. Let's see. Save. Ah, I'm gonna get bitten here. Target down. Oh, really? They can attack from the side? Oh, those bastards. Should have looked at their attack pattern. I was being so careful, and those fuckers have attack pattern from the sides. Elids are such dangerous creatures, but under Big Sis Ulred and Miss Litara's leadership, we managed to pull through. But our biggest headache is still the shortage of supplies. I often see Miss Rosalind, who is in charge of repairs, and Big Sis taking stock of our supplies, and they both look very grim. I sometimes hear troubled sighs from even Miss Litara, who is usually very calm and collected. And I would find her room littered with scrunched up papers of abandoned plans. That's probably why, even though we knew the thermal power station was teeming with Elids, we still decided to scour the place in the hopes of finding some supplies for our subsequent travels. Believe it or not, I remember when we were when I actually came to your place and I was playing another PlayStation 2, this Gaia. I actually still play that game once in a while. I just launch it on Steam. I downloaded that game on Steam, and I launch it on Steam and I just keep playing because that's kind of one of my genres that I like very much. You could probably think of a better solution if you were here, Commander. But since we're on our own, we'll just have to take the risk. I hope we will all come out of this one. I hope we will all come out of this in one piece. Xiaomi. Ulrich kicks the motionless Elid on the ground. The heavy sack of flesh slowly rolls onto its side. After confirming that the threat has been eliminated, Ulrich pulls out the arrow sticking out of its corpse. GSP-337, take someone with you to secure this area. Then set up a signal booster. Now that the collapsed storm has temporarily let up, we should be able to contact Litara and Xiaomi. Right. Ulrich? Yes? Is there a problem? No problem at all. It's just, I've changed my name to Lara because you also changed your name. Oh, that's a nice name. I'll be counting on you then, Lara. Okay. After watching Lara run off with a smile, Ulrich looks down and starts rummaging through the ruins for anything worth scavenging. However, the copious amount of Elid mucus all over the place is hindering her effort. With a scowl, She prouds a piece of sheet metal covered in slime with her foot. Right. Let me see if there's anything usable. Ugh, so sticky and gross. What's written on this? Something. Thermal power station. Molly? Alright. You down there? Litara. I finished cleaning up over here. How's it going on your end? All good. The signal booster is all set up. Hold on. Let me turn down the volume. The signal booster seems pretty nifty. You mean this again? Baffled? Yeah, but it's only for short-range use. The radiation is too strong here, and that greatly affects the signal strength. Let's regroup for now. Okay. We're still searching for supplies. You'll have to come on over. I'm sending you the coordinates. I'll also get in touch with Xiaomi later. Stay safe. I'll see you in a bit. What the hell is this on our head? Alright. Oh, welcome to my treasure vault. The garbage dump. Stop joking around. Litara holds up her notepad before she has even reached Ulrid. On it is a question scribbled in large handwriting. How's the situation? Any supplies? Litara. Be patient. I told you this is a treasure vault, didn't I? I have actually found a lot of stuff, but most of it is in pretty bad shape. Since we're also short on repair equipment, we'll need Rosalind to assess what can be salvaged. In any case, let's take some of it back with us. Of course, I'll be right back. The fucking Roomba is stuck. I'm back. Goddamn Roomba. Cool, I didn't find anything great, but I did pick out some stuff that looked kind of useful. We should bring it all, mechanic with us next time to help sort through this mess. Tara. You're right. I'll ask Rosalind when we get back. There won't be any elids in this area for the time being. It shouldn't be too dangerous, even if we bring along a non-combat patrol. Come to think of it, it's all thanks to Litara that we found such a convenient opening. Not at all. It was just a speculation based on the trend of collapsed radiation level. But enough of that. Where's Xiaomi? Oh, she seems to have come across a lot of good stuff. She's probably busy packing up. Success! And Miss Litara, is everybody okay? We're all perfectly fine. Litara's guess was on point. There are barely any elids in this area. That's good. Well done, Miss Litara. Look, we ended up finding lots of stuff in this ruins of the warehouse. See? We filled up a whole pushcart. This circuit board should be compatible with a lot of frame models, right? Yeah, and I've definitely seen many of this before. I'm home. I'm home right now. You found all this in a warehouse. I lately cannot stream from work. both the connection and the packet and at the same time all the clusterfuck that is happening. So I try not to do that. Yes, big sis. Why are there so many doll parts in the ruins of a thermal power station? Oh, maybe there used to be a lot of dolls here? There's a possibility that this thermal power station was run and maintained by dolls before it was abandoned. Also, these parts are pretty generic and can be used on another machine as well. In any case, we got lucky with these. We've wiped out all the elids in the area for the time being, so we should be able to handle it even if new elids stumble into this place. This could serve as a decent base. You want to move our camp here? Well, maybe not right away. We should take a vote when making such decisions. I'm just thinking we could at least get our hands on some supplies here. Also, some shelter from the sandstorm and blizzard is still better than the sandy camp we have right now, right? Besides, this place could be a foothold for exploring other areas of the ruins. You're right, the dolls could use some rest and maintenance. But there could also be problems with this place. Ulrich, we mustn't rush into any decisions before making sure it's completely safe. You have a point. Oh no, not again. You're kidding, right? No, you're fine. Then what the hell was that notification? Oh. It's Discord. I'm gonna send a message on Discord. You have a point. After kicking the elite corpse on the ground again to vent her frustration, Ulrich looks up at the cooling tower in the distance, which is a large plume of water vapor that's a greenish yellow color. This does look creepy. Why is the cooling tower spewing smoke that looks so gross? Huh? What did you say, Big Sis? Nothing. I just said we'll find a way to make this work. Let's prioritize tidying up the place. We could consider our next step after we finish sorting out our supplies. You're right. Then we'll leave it up to you and Nitara to come up with a plan. Sure. Leave it to us. But you all have to help. Now, let's hold the supplies back and cheer Rosalind up. Better get moving. I can't read for some reason today. Okay. The dolls disperse to carry out their own tasks. Ulrich lets out a secret sigh of relief while no one is looking. Guitar pats her head slightly on the back. Good thing I didn't make them too nervous. Or they might grow averse of the idea of exploring this place. Anyway, let's also get to work. No, not continue. Oh no! Damn it, I made a mistake. I was supposed to press the confirm. I wanted to lower the volume of the audio, of the voices. At their temporary base, Ulrich directs the dolls in packing up all the supplies they have gathered. Oh, Red! Where should I put the lubricant? If it hadn't congealed, put it in the stash of the consumables. Laura, take the parts in the push carts directly to the mechanics. Just let them crawl through the pile and take what they can use. Just then Rosalind arrives with Bathhild. Welcome back. Well, I did come back from work just recently, so yeah, maybe I am already tired. But I want to play this event. It's very, very interesting. Ghost Frontline is one of my favorite series in ours. Ah, well, 10 hours of this game? Nah, maybe I already got like 20 hours, maybe even 30. It's just the story sucks you in. And currently I'm stuck in a story because I'm too low level and the game is like, nah. Fair enough, fair enough. Welcome back. It looks like quite a haul this time. Yes, Rosalind. Perfect timing. We found quite a lot of things. Take stocks of everything first, and we'll discuss how to distribute them later. Sure. Mathilde, please move these to the fitting area and see if there's anything you can use. The sight of a friend finally puts Lara at ease. Ah, Mathilde! We found a lot of... Are you planning to let me push this insanely heavy pushcart over myself while you jabber away off to the side? Oh, I'll help. Be careful with the cart. Ulrich watches warily, as the two push the rickety pushcart, whose mismatched wheels are creaking and groaning. She finds herself praying fervently for the cart and the dolls to keep it together. When they are some distance away, Ulrich turns her attention to the companion standing next to her. How are things? Not good. Many dolls have entered hibernation mode because of the energy shortage. Those who are still hanging in there are in very bad shape and need urgent repairs. The supplies that you just found will ease things a little. Oh, by the way, just in case, a little context. This is a post-apocalyptic kind of Ghost in the Shell story. But there's still not enough. If we can't secure a large amount of supplies soon, we won't be able to keep our vehicles running properly, let alone maintain the doll's operation. The hibernation doll will have to be... No, I stayed away from it. Lately I'm just not interested in anime. I prefer to play games. Huh? Answer the question of Alma? What? I didn't get the question. The sentence, I didn't get it. No. Dumping in a place like this is practically giving them a death sentence. I don't want to resort to that either. I'll think of something. Rosalind, please inventory your supplies. After you've done, send the report straight to me. Don't show to the others. Right, I understand. Don't stress yourself out too much for now. Let me finish the inventory report first. Then we'll figure out what to do. Look, someone's looking for you. Here, drop the parts. Ah, that explains why she's doing the writing instead of talking. She barely talks. Sure. They are love dolls. Sure. Let's go with that. Thanks. What is it, Litara? Is that the matter? Yeah. Can you come over? Go on. I'll take over sorting out the supplies. Thanks, Mama Rosalind. Jesus. After giving the slightly exasperated Rosalind a wink, Ulrich follows Litara to an unoccupied corner to get out of everyone's way. What's wrong? You look so serious. Ulrich, are you planning to call a vote now? That's certainly the plan, but I don't know. This doesn't feel like the best time for it. Yes, actually have noticed something when reviewing the results of the previous votes. I'll get straight to the point. You're right in believing that this isn't the best time to call for a vote. Reviewing our previous votes? Like the one that took place while you were hibernating. That was part of what I looked at. When I checked the results, I found that 42% of the voters had abstained when a vote was held to decide on where to set up camp. Then, in the most recent vote on whether we should search for supplies around the thermal power station, the percentage of abstention rose to 47, and those in support of proposition only outnumbered those who were against by 7%, which made the vote barely valid. I noticed that too. Maybe they felt that they didn't know enough to make the informed decision. Besides, the incident with the bounty hunter has probably left a bad taste in everyone's mouth and made them apprehensive about voting on important matters. You're right, which is why this time I want to provide everyone with more information that will aid in their decision making. They should be aware of the situation within the thermal power station as well as what other alternatives there are. You're right. But right now, most of our combat forces are in no shape to fight. We may have secured some supplies, but we're still incredibly short on everything. I think if we are to conduct any further investigation, we will have to sort it out with just the two of us. And we must take care not to damage our own frames in the process. While I was searching for supplies, I came across some signs pointing to a server. My nose is pissing me off. When I'm reading, my nose is like clump and closes. While I was searching for supplies, I came across a signs pointing to a surveillance room. If we can find and activate the surveillance system, we will be able to obtain a lot more information without having to spend a lot of precious resources. Right, but it's still too difficult with just the two of us. Oh yeah, Tsuomi should be able to help as well. Oh, don't worry, I already was. Literally a day after you told me about having well, cold lungs. Let's go with that. I don't remember how to say it in English again. I literally got sick. Sis, you need me? Tsuomi, why didn't you make a sound? I just got here. I saw you and Miss Tara looking very troubled, so I thought I'd ask if there's anything I can do to help. Well, you've got the devil's timing. What? Tsuomi, we want to gather more information for a vote we'll be calling very soon. We need to know more about the thermal power station and its surrounding areas. But we can't afford to allocate too much manpower on this matter, so Ulrich wants to keep this party small. Can you help? Of course, my frame is in good condition. I'm ready to go whenever you want. That's good to know. The interior of the ruins is more dangerous and unpredictable, so Litara and I will handle that. It'd be great if you could gather more geographical data on the surrounding area and find some locations that could work as our new base of operation. Tsuomi, Litara will run some calculations and give you a rough idea of where you can explore with minimal chances of having to fight. Since power supply is limited, you mustn't be gone for too long. Make sure you return within 36 hours. Sure, leave that to me. Please be careful yourselves. There's no telling what you'll find inside the ruins of the power station. Not to mention, there may still be elites around. Don't worry. We'll keep our eyes wide open, and I'll veto any of Litara's crazy risk plans. I just put forward ideas. You're the one who always goes for the risky ones, no? Don't get so hung up on such things. Litara, please plot out the area for Tsuomi to explore. I'll be back once I confirm the resources, location, and repair plan for Rosalind. Okay, see you later. ammo, backup power, backup power supply, comms terminal. Yep, all sorted on that end. This is all we can take with us. Let's go. The sooner we get it done, the sooner we can come back. One moment, please. Excuse me. Alright, are you heading into the ruins? No? You heard? I was with Bethiel earlier. I was wondering, can I come too? Ulrich raises an eyebrow and glances at Litara next to her, who gives her a nod. Ulrich knows what she means by that. Your call. The plan is to explore the place again to gather more information and bring back more supplies while we're at it. You saw what it's like in there, Laura? It's very dangerous, even if it's just a covert operation. My frame has been calibrated, so I'm in good shape and won't slow me down. And I promise, I'll obey your orders. Is there any particular reason why you want to take part in this exploration? Oh, don't be alarmed, I'm just curious. This is quite an urgent matter, and I don't have any reason to stop you from coming. You to set off this instant, Laura? Yes. After experiencing some hiccups, we all finally set off on our respective missions. To be honest, I was a little concerned about Miss Laura's condition, but Big Sis decided to respect her wishes, and Miss Litara also said that we could use all the help we could get in a fight. Miss Laura herself was also very eager to help. It's hardly surprising. Whatever threats may be lurking inside the thermal power plant, to all of us, it is like an island in the ocean, an oasis in the desert. I completely understand how everybody feels, because I also feel the same. Will this place become our new base for the time being? Commander, have you found a home for yourself in the last few years? Outside the derelict building, a few elids are rummaging roughly through the garbage dump for the flesh that they consume. While they have their noses to the ground, a thought slips past them against the half-deteriorated wall. On 6 dull legs. What? The elids are none the one. On 6 dull legs? What the fuck was that? They haven't noticed this, have they? Is this really necessary? Do we have to hide behind an elite corpse? Oh, basically they're carrying a corpse. The 6 legs is basically the group of 3. Okay, I see what's going on. Don't you have an optical camo? My camouflage only helps me blend with the environment. It doesn't hide my smell. So elids would still spot me. You see? Isn't this working perfectly? Stick together. Get ready to move. Okay. The poor Odysseus thought is lifted up again. Using his corpse as cover, Ulrich, Litara, and Laura inch towards the facility cautiously. Well, they were spotted. Stop. The 3 dolls squat immediately and curl up behind the corpse. The elite creature lets out a low, threatening growl, but with no response from the Thought, goes back to whatever it was doing. That was way too close. What kind of Thought would move? Didn't it? Consider the elite's level of intelligence. We'll be fine. The smell of the corpse can definitely cover our scent. Alright, we're almost there. Let's pick up the pace. Ready? Go. Once they're inside the building, the Thought's corpse has outlived its usefulness. It gets tossed aside. We made it. See? I told you we'll be fine. I'm all sticky. Smelly. Good thing it's not corrosive. It couldn't be helped. There's so many elids down there. If we had been spotted, the commotion could have attracted even more of them. Enough of that. Let's see if luck is still on our side. Or it flips the power switch on a power switch with or it flips the power switch on with a click. The interior lights up. Display screen also comes to life, and white text start appearing on them. Yep. Fuck that body. Okay. There's the power. Let's see. Please enter the surveillance passcode. We'll have to brute force it. Laura, are you good with electronic warfare? I only have the most basics EW module. You'll have to go for it. Lidara, prepare to connect to level 2. Wow, that was a long entrance for a battle stage. Lara, I'm moving breaking through this to you. Okay. Litara, let's deal with this defense machines together. Okay, what do we have? Sword. We have a lot of swords here. Pistol. Okay, we need snipers. We don't need snipers. We need SMG. We need a sword and SMG. Sword, G. True. What's true is true. All right. I guess you're right. Okay. Let's get everyone buffed. Oh no, I made a boo-boo. Mistakes were made. No, I'm killing them left and right, so I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue. I don't think they're gonna one-shot our sword character. Well, or fire. And a heal. Okay! That is an incredible support character. No, here. Well done, us. We're lucky the defense system here isn't up to date. Still though, the defense automatons look pretty odd. I've never seen this before either. Probably custom made. Oh, we got visuals. The three dolls all take a step forward to look at the screens. Having obtained access to the surveillance system, the screens now show the CCTV feed of every room. The dolls all stumble back at the sight. That's a lot of eyelids. I was kind of expecting this, but it still grosses me out to see so many in one place. Is this some sort of eyelid expo? Look, Ulrich, the screens are dead. Judging from the numbers, I think they're monitoring the same area. Are the cameras broken? Nobody be surprised. This place is falling apart. Look, that! What? Oh, those are... Aren't those doll repair pods? There are 8 of them. So many. There are also hydraulic cylinders and what looks like bionic skin healant to the side. I can't see clearly. There are more in the center CCTV's feeds. This is beyond our wildest imagination. This is wonderful. Calm down. I'm taking down these camera numbers. Then I'll try to figure out where the supplies are stored. Litara, that's not the only room. There's supplies crates in this one, and this corner here, I think. Litara follows where Ulrich is pointing and checks the feeds one by one. She's so incredulous of what she's seeing, she has to take off her glasses to clean them and also rub her eyes. We've got plenty of places to explore. I'll log all the locations of the supplies and equipment we've seen, as well as the distribution of the eyelids in the area. That'll give us something to work with. Alright, if we can get our hands on the supplies, does that mean we can wake the hibernation dolls? Hibernating dolls? That still depends on what state the supplies are in, but it should take quite a lot of pressure off. Litara, we may have just found the key to our survival. We need a lot more information before we can put together a plan. Ulrich, don't forget about the eyelids in the ruins. I know, I haven't forgotten, but if we can get the parts we need soon, it'll make life much easier for all of us. Maybe we could even sell some of them and use the profit for upgrading our service or something. I don't want our neural clouds to have no backups. Just then, Ulrich's comms terminal chirps. Oh, copy. The signal's great, but I can just about hear. Is there news from Suomi's end? Yes, if find anything, back to report. Suomi seems ready to attack. It's not safe to keep exploring either. We should also go back. How are we supposed to get out? The trio stares at each other. Nobody says a word. Carry the body? In the end, with expressionless faces, they walk back to the entrance and peek out the Thoth's corpse again. If it works once, it'll work twice. Amanda, you must have seen the Thoth before, right? I heard Big Sis described how they returned from the ruins. And it was kinda gross, so I spare you the details. But we got really lucky, Amanda. This place is really like an oasis. We've all cheered up, especially Big Sis Ulrich. She didn't say anything, but I can tell that she is very relieved. As part of the exploration team, I've also made some pretty impressive discoveries. I'm sure the good news will lift everyone's spirits. Oh, I see somebody's happy. They didn't forget the body. So the three of you went inside the thermal power station again without going through maintenance. I see you've grown tired of living. But feed? No, we infiltrated the power station. How's it any different? What the hell is that all over you? You stink. It's not Elite mucus, is it? And you too. If you take damage, you'll just slap some bandages on, dust yourself off, and call it a day. Then, as if that's not bad enough, you actually brought along this idiot who could barely hold a gun. Well, there's a lot of monsters outside on the street, so I'm pretty sure they'll just get another one. Barely hold a gun. Laura, didn't you say your frame was in good condition? It's not that bad, it's just some minor issues with the hydraulic cylinders. It doesn't affect my ability to fight. Wealthy, don't believe them. I insisted on going. Nope. I haven't looked into Epic Games in a while. I don't even know what games are giving away. Shut up. When was the last time you backed up your neural cloud? Your frame had fallen apart in that pile of elites. You'd be there for good. Now come with me. Before the stunned Ulrid and Litara can react, Bathild has already dragged Lara away. Wow, she rolled her whole bag, did she? Still, it was definitely our fault for not verifying Lara's condition before setting off. Yeah, we were on a tight schedule and didn't check properly. We really need to do our due diligence whenever the situation allows. I hope Lara will clear things up with Bathild. Now, should we analyze the surveillance records together? Okay. Here, let's sit down. These cameras are numbered consecutively, and the frames do connect with each other, so they're probably placed in the same area. From what I've observed about the numbering pattern, this place should be pretty far from the surveillance room. Litara, what do you think about what Bathild just said? Do you mean the part where she blew up at you for making a doll who could barely hold a gunfight? Or the bit where she told you off for only slapping bandages on yourself when you get injured? What I mean is, if my decision has actually been putting everyone in danger. Ulrid, you need to realize that there is no way we can completely avoid battles. Besides, we haven't been acting on your decisions. We made all the decisions as a collective. I know. That's why we need to find a way to acquire more supplies. This way we can all get properly repaired. Instead of agonizing on whether we're making the right decisions, I think it's more important to consider everyone's aversion and avoidant attitude towards combat. Aversion and avoidance. If everyone knows that we can't undergo proper repairs after taking damage, then most dolls would choose to avoid combat. This is caused by the base layer programming of our neural cloud. Exactly. That's why the most pressing priority right now is to figure out how to boost everyone's confidence in battle. Otherwise, even if we call for a vote, the results could be invalid due to lack of clear majority. After all, combat is unavoidable whether we decide to explore the ruins of the thermal power station or find an alternative location to set up camp. Is there really no solution that will make everyone happy? Oh, Big Sis! As they hear a set of brisk footsteps, Suomi comes running up to Ulrid. Big Sis, Miss Rosalind said you found a lot of supplies and repair equipment that we needed in the ruins. Is that true? Yes, it's true. Then let's hurry and... Slow down. Apart from the supplies, there's also a horde of elites that are way livelier than us. Suomi, why don't you tell us about what you found first? Oh, I didn't actually find anything on my end. I combed through the 50 square kilometers that Miss Litara had plotted out for me, but all I found was several small towns and ruins. There was pretty much nothing in there. I did find a jeep 37 kilometers the southwest. There was a bounty hunter in sight, but they were already... Anyway, I filled up on some gasoline there. There's a human settlement further in that direction, so I didn't go any closer. Then we can rule out that area as a suitable location to make camp. Any further exploration will have to be in the direction of the red zone. The red zone? No way. None of the dolls here have ever set foot in the red zone before. In the chaos, we could end up underestimating the threats we'd face in there. Besides, we don't even have the protective suits we'd need for entering the red zone. Heading towards the red zone with a shortage of supplies and questionable combat capability is a bad idea no matter how you look at it. We're circling back to the same issue. We need to give everyone the confidence to win battles. To describe our current situation in Bathfield's words, we are a bunch of doll mummies wrapped in bandages. Even I don't have that kind of confidence. Suomi suddenly sudden exclamation interrupts Ulrich's complaining. Huh? Actually, technically speaking, I did bring back, it's not that much of a deal. Suomi, if you have something to say, just spit it out. Yeah, stop humming and hawing. Right, I brought a former colleague back with me. Colleague? You know, a fellow T-Doll from the days at Griffin. I found her near the jeep. She's in hibernation, and her frame has taken a massive beating. I know we're in no state to be helping others, but I couldn't just leave her there, so I brought her with me. Suomi looks down in apprehension. She peeks up at Ulrich to her left, who appears deep in thought with her lips pursed. Then at Litara, who is rubbing her chin in silence. She dares not to make a peep. Suomi, is this colleague of yours any good in a fight? If she can bolster our strength, we could perhaps divert some resources to repairing her first. But if not, then I'm sorry. We'll have to leave her in storage for now. I know this type exists, but to be honest, I've barely had any dealings with her. But anyone who works at Griffin can handle themselves perfectly in a fight. Oh, right, you probably know her, Miss Litara. It's Miss KSVK. KSV... Oh, I know her. I've read her team's combat report. They had a very high mission success rate. And KSVK's performance was exceptional as a sniper. That's right. I also remember that particular team was very dependable and often got sent on challenging missions. Then do you think she'd agree to help us? Well... I can't make any promises. After all, my knowledge about her is limited to what I've learned from the combat reports. But what? Actually, I asked Miss Rosalind to take a look at her. According to Miss Rosalind, KSVK's neural module is severely damaged. If it's not repaired soon, the neural cloud might lose stability and suffer complete cascade. But I don't want to put you into a difficult position. Suomi's head droops as she trails off. Silence once again hangs heavily in air. After a long while, Ulrich hammers the back of the chair next to her with a fist. Alright, it's decided. Let's get it fixed up. Really? Yep. If we stand by and let her suffer a neural breakdown just because she's no use to us, I can't very well go around claiming I want to help all dolls, can I? And who knows? We may end up getting a powerful ally out of this. They're just like you, Ulrich. Stop making fun of me. Still, we mustn't use any of the supplies meant for the other spares. My frame is still doing okay, so she can use some of my spare parts. Though I don't know whether they're compatible with her model. Sis, is it really okay? It's no big deal. I just have to make sure I don't get injured. Then I'm also giving her my spare parts. My frame is also in good shape. Suomi, you can take my parts as well. Maybe you should hold on to them. Is your neural cloud also a bit unstable? Just I've run some calculations. My frame should be able to hold out for some time, and it doesn't make sense to keep the parts when we don't have the means or the equipment needed to actually carry out the repairs. If KSVK is willing to join us, we may be able to get our hands on more supply sooner. Sis, Satara. Alright, stop giving us those sappy puppy eyes. Go on fire, Rosalind. Will do. That was only 2 chapters. Alright, let me go to settings and lower the volume. The voice volume to 50. 40. There we go. It'll be easier now to read a little bit. Really curious. We got Lara. Unlocked in 3 days and 17 hours. A shotgun. Super 90. Every 2 points of condensed. Is it a scope? Yeah, it's a scope. I literally need all of it. Oh, it's a skin. Oh, bummer. Oh, it's a skin. Oh, those are skins. Those are not weapons. Oh, that's even more of a bummer. That's more of a bummer than I thought. Anyway, I accidentally went out. Let's continue. Commander, the good news I have for you is we have found Miss KSVK. Well, I wouldn't say it's good having a skin for a weapon, because in the end of the day, this game really is an RPG, so having an actual weapon with good stats is more important. The shotgun there is the only good thing for now when it comes to weapons. Although her situation is very precarious, it feels like a miracle to run into a lost companion in the yellow zone. I hope I will run into you like this as well someday, Commander. A chance encounter wouldn't be a breach in agreement, so it wouldn't cause you any trouble, right? Commander, I will not explain Miss KSVK's condition in greater detail. Things are a bit confusing, so I may not be able to explain it very clearly. Please try your best to make sense of my letter when you receive it. If we ever meet again, I'll also explain it in person. Things just got complicated. You mean with KSVK? Yeah, according to Suomi's most recent report, he has lost all her previous neural data. The damage in her neural cloud shouldn't affect her combat capability. That's not what I'm worried about. So she has no memories. That means both you and Suomi are total strangers to her, no? If there's no emotional attachment, she isn't very likely to join us, is she? But we barely knew each other. Anyway, I don't think the damage in her neural cloud has much influence over her decision of whether she'd want to join us or not. I suppose it's really up to her now. Yeah, it's not like we can take her apart again. What was that? What was the noise? Let go! Ooh, ooh. Oh. Oh, that's awkward. That is awkward. Oops. The 2 dolls run into a crude maintenance area and are greeted by the sight of a unique doll with animal ears sitting on the floor. Panicking Suomi is standing off to the side with a mechanical arm in her hand. What's going on here? Suomi, did you tear her arm off? No! Big sis! Suomi, put that down first. she legit dropped it. Okay. Flustered, Suomi drops the mechanical arm on the floor. Then she picks it up again and dusts it off stiffly. After wiping her dusty hands on her clothes, Suomi pulls the doll off the floor apologetically with Ulrich's help. I'm so sorry, Miss KSVK. Miss Rosalind? Let me. So she did tear her arm off by accident. Oops. You must be KSVK. Sorry about that. We're at the short of supplies, but we've patched you up to the best we can. We could. Just blowing away the smell of decay is enough to make me grateful. Huh? What does that mean? You got any deal, Tara? I don't. Is her language model damaged? That's possible, but due to the time constraint and insufficient equipment, this is the best I can do. I don't mean to, perhaps Miss KSVK is expressing her gratitude. That's right. It is, just as you say. You're very welcome. Nice to meet you. My name is Litara. We used to work together as PMC called Griffin and Kruger, though you may not remember. My name is Ulrich. I'm the leader of this group. I suppose now, leader of this group, I suppose. Now, tell me, what just happened? I just briefly explained the situation to Miss KSVK, and she immediately wanted to rush off to help us exterminate the elites. I thought it was too dangerous, so I tried to stop her. I didn't mean to pull her arm off. Her original left arm was the complete write-off. I managed to put together this slapdash new arm with what I have on hand. But the joint breaks very easily. It's too much if too much force is applied. So do be careful with it. Small token of gratitude, the great healer. Small token, great healer? Looks like we've got ourselves another doll with a peculiar way of expressing herself. Sorry. There's nothing to apologize for. You're not the only one here who talks weirdly. Still, I'm very glad that you're willing to help us. Alright, don't jump the gun here. Miss KSVK has just woken up and Suomi hasn't got the chance to feel her in about everything. We should let her make her decision, carefully knowing all the facts. That's right. Let me see. Where do I start? From the disappearance of the bounty hunter and convoy leader Alan to the dolls forming their own doll collective. To survive, Ulrich gives KSVK a summary of everything they have been through. She also explains the voting system that the dolls have just adopted with Litara's help for making major decisions. So, Ulrich is the supreme leader. Supreme leader is hardly necessary. Just call me Ulrich. Everyone takes part in the decision making here. Nominally, I'm the leader, but I'm technically more like an organizer. I see. But much as we'd like to keep up with the collective self-determination, the truth is, since we are faced with severe shortages on supplies, many of our friends are forced into hibernation. Then I'm using exiled sinner. Exiled sinners do not deserve grace. The wrong must be righted. What? KSVK is about to rip her temporary arm off. Why? Oh no, that's not what I meant. Hold your horses. We found the ruins of the thermal power station nearby that contains a lot of usable supplies. Really? Yep. If we can get our hands on those supplies, we'll be saved. The problem is, the place is crawling with elids. KSVK, could you help us fight them? Just so you know, this isn't why we decided to repair you. I understand. All obstacles that hinder the light will be shattered by the Sword of Hope. Not so fast. Rosalind calmly stops KSVK from charging out again. She rubs the back of the chair with the spanner of her hand. Her smile is gentle but also stern. You're not going anywhere before I tighten up your shoulder joint, you hear? Sorry. Thank you very much, Miss KSVK. We'll first need to put together an action plan. As Ulrich just explained, whether we do this or not ultimately comes down to a vote. Vote? What is a vote? Miss KSVK suddenly speaking plainly. It looks like he has finally calmed down. We will kickstart the procedure soon. You'll get a better idea when you see it happen. But tell us more about yourself first. That's right. We barely know anything about you. Sumi says you've lost all your neural logs from before you entered the contamination zone. Do you still remember why you came to this area? I heard there's a key here that unlocks everything. I'm struggling to understand what she's saying again. Struggling to understand. It's me. I'm the problem. Calm down. Please calm down, KSVK. Relax. Take a deep breath. If you can breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Can they breathe? They're max. That's okay, Miss KSVK. We are not telling you off. We just want you to slow down and explain everything as clearly as you can, okay? Yes, after I woke up, I lost my memories. When I came across a doll who seemed to know me, she gave me a set of coordinates and told me I might find some answers there. I left the convoy, but soon after I got here, I ran out of power. Alright, some Griffin dolls have stayed with us temporarily before. Could Miss KSVK have met one of them? Technically speaking, any doll who leaves us should have the corresponding neural logs purged to prevent information about us from being leaked. But there are those who left without a word, and we couldn't do anything about them. Find some answers. Maybe the doll was referring to someone here who knows Miss KSVK. That would be me and Miss Litara. That may be so. I have come in hope of retrieving the sand lost in time. You mean you lost neural logs? But neither Miss Litara nor I knew Miss KSVK very well back then. Oh, I think I've heard Miss DP12 address you as a Dushevna. DP12? Dushevna? According to the combat reports I've read, Miss DP12 and Miss KSVK teamed up very often in combat. I believe you were quite close. Dushevna? Can you call me Dushevna? Of course. It's your name to begin with. Okay. Right, damn short. Now that you know you probably won't find the answers you're searching for here, are you still willing to help us? I am immensely grateful just for retrieving this name. Besides, that isn't my only goal. I shall keep my eyes firmly on where the North Star guides me. Huh? I'm guessing Ms. Dushevna means she's happy to help us while she searches for her answers. Indeed. As expected of a great sage. Great sage? Oh, because you are the smartest, wisest member of the party of heroes. Like a great sage. You flatter me, but really thank you so much for offering to help. This is wonderful, Mr. Dushevna. Yeah, honestly, our situation really doesn't allow much more delay. Litara, let's call a new vote straight away. I'm sure Dushevna's arrival will give everyone a boost of confidence.
Commander, poor Miss KSVK looked very much like a migratory bird who had been separated from her flock after being reactivated. Miss Litara and I told her many stories about our time at Griffin, but those didn't seem to mean anything to Miss KSVK. Only at the mention of your name did her eyes suddenly light up with recognition and hope. She asked us a lot of questions about you. Sometimes she looked sad, and sometimes she smiled as she listened. She said it felt both strange and familiar. Even though she remembered nothing but your name, she was certain that everything we told her had indeed happened. Perhaps you are the key that would unlock her memories. But at least she has found her own name, as well as us. Our dull community may just be a tiny, unsteady boat, but I firmly believe that as long as we have each other, we will make it through the storm. However, despite the unexpected and joyful reunion, we're still faced with a lot of aggravating problems. From what Miss Litara has told me, Big Sis is worrying herself sick over them. I really want to help her, but I don't know what to do. 2 hours after a vote was called, Ulrich paces anxiously in circles like a caged beast. When she passes the chair that she was just sitting on for the 3rd time, she finally trips over it. Who put this chair here? You did. Wouldn't that be yourself? Calm down. If you can't use one of your stress-relieving tools... You're right. Stress-relieving tools. I remember I have a scalp massager. Oh, here it is. I'm still skeptical about the effectiveness of this thing, but I'm glad it helped you calm down. Things aren't actually that bad already. 67% of the voters abstained from voting this time. How can I not freak out about this? That's... Holy shit, 67%. That's like most. That's bad. You said to Ms. Duchovny, it's okay. We may have failed this time, but it'll be next time, so don't worry. I was trying to encourage her. Not only did her arrival not increase the voting rate, it actually caused more voters to abstain. It was close to tears. Ulrich tossed the... That's it. What is that horrible sound? Ulrich tosses away the scalp massage and pulls out a battered rubber pig. Ow! It's a squeaky toy from her pouch and starts squeezing it like mad. He bounces her leg relentlessly as the rubber pig squeaks and snorts. What did you drop, Zoe? What is this link? For your information... What did you drop? Oh, I saw it. It's an anime GTA. Genshin Theft Auto. You could say. Yeah, I saw it. It's a better GTA than GTA 6. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna be better than GTA 6. I don't get it, Litara. The amount of information given before increased by 73%. There was no problem with information transparency. We made sure everyone read through the reports before voting. We had a consensus that our priority would be to obtain more supplies, and we even have a new volunteer. So why did this happen? Our reports may have illustrated the cost-effectiveness of the plan, but we still lack decisive proof that fighting would lead to success. Genshin Impact. Oh no, I played that game for 4 years, like it was a fucking religion, like daily. Didn't miss a day. until I got hacked. Then I missed only one day, but after that it was like religiously playing for 4 years. But I stopped because I noticed Genshin Impact just became, instead of a hobby, it became like an obsession, so I stopped. I am jumping in to play Genshin Impact once in a while just for the story. Literally, it's like they drop a new expansion, I play like for a day, for 2, and then just don't touch it after that until the next expansion. And now I'm not playing the game until they announce 7.0. Basically when the next chapter is coming out. When they announce the next chapter coming out, like the whole version is changing, I'm gonna be playing like just the main story non-stop. Our report may have illustrated the cost effectiveness of the plan, but we still lack decisive proof that fighting would lead to success. Too many dolls miss Dushevne's arrival might just mean more competition for resources. This would mean their own chances of receiving maintenance were further reduced, which in turn made them even less willing to fight. There are no full versions or free trial versions. Genshin Impact from the start was a free-to-play game. All the expansions, everything is completely free to play. But there are monetization systems for gacha. And yes, I got tempted. I did spend money. They didn't spend money on the gacha. Too many dolls as the Dushevne's arrival further reduces, which turn made them even less willing to fight. Okay, there we go. But if we succeed, we won't be limited to such a small amount of resources. There will be no competition. You said it yourself. If. Right now, when everyone is still feeling so hopeless, of course, they'd zero in on the worst case scenario. So the bottom line is, I didn't inspire enough confidence. You're not the problem, Ulrich. No? Then I must have not made everything clear. Litara, have you finished the plan for extracting the supplies from the thermal power station? Just done. I'll send it to you through level 2. Types and quantities of supplies to be brought back. Rejected casualties. Right, got it. That's the problem, absolutely. I'm always the problem. Absolutely. Everyone, our previous vote was unfortunately invalid. You all saw the results. Our current situation really does not allow us to delay any further. So we'd like to make some additions to the information pack provided earlier. You should have just received the plan proposed by Litara. This plan details the quantities of supplies we will be able to acquire if we excavate the ruins of the thermal power station, as well as the estimated cost of this venture. Seriously? This many? You've got to be kidding. These resources are expected to cover the repairs of more than 10 dolls. But the excavators will also have a casualty rate of 25%. A quarter? If someone gets completely destroyed under the circumstances... Guys, listen, I expect the actual situation will turn out better than what the data suggests in the plan. Not that I'm questioning Litara's calculations, obviously. You have always been blindly optimistic. Can't really deny that. However, my optimism is perfectly justified because of our very promising new recruit, Dushevne. The one you already introduced 2 hours ago. Indeed. My introductions about Dushevne was a bit too brief, and I failed to make you understand how her arrival could change things for us. I believe we can be less conservative about our combat strength. What? Huh? Me? Oh, hold on, Supreme Leader. A rotten branch cannot possibly bear the weight of the world. Branch? Calm down. I don't think an elite T-Duel would work for a famous PMC in a branch at all. Is a branch at all. A famous PMC? You don't mean Griffin? Bingo. I was so anxious I only mentioned Suomi brought a new T-Duel back with her, but I forgot to explain her background. Suomi, Litara, and the Griffin dolls who stayed with us before. We have all seen what they can do. Dushevne was also from Griffin, and according to combat records that Litara had read, her mission success rate is probably the highest here. That's impressive. Why did you say so earlier? Apparently my username translates to something from Finnish. Oh? And what does it translate to? I was so flustered I completely forgot. Also, why am I not getting a notification? Oh well. Also, the Dushevne's imprinted weapon is a sniper rifle, which fit the noise. I can actually see that. I can see that being correct. The noise. Lovely. Also, the Dushevne's imprinted weapon is a sniper rifle, which fills the gap in our long-range attacks and gives us more tactical option in combat. You flatter me. It's true, having another capable pair of hands will definitely improve our chances. That is very reassuring. Is that shrimp really so strong? Bethield, you shouldn't call her shrimp. Suomi, you picked up this stray called Dushevne, yeah? Is she really so powerful? Yep, she is indeed. So you're Dushevne. I wish I were as strong as you. We're counting on you then. I too much expectations on a boulder would only cause it to sink. Calm down, guys. Dushevne's neural cloud isn't the most stable, so please don't put too much pressure on her. If we all work together, I believe that not only will our chance of success increase, our casualty rate will also fall by 8%. That's quite a big drop. 25% minus 8 is still 17%. That's still pretty high, no? I know someone will have to make a sacrifice, but not with our lives. We just have to have each other's back and make sure no one's frame takes fatal damage battle. Let's put in this last ditch effort to bring those supplies back. Then we can all get some proper maintenance, and more dolls can come out of hibernation. Right, you're right. But we can't just rely on our new friend here. We must also put our own strength. Wait, that's right. So many of us are in hibernation. We need to work hard for their sake too. Even withered wormwood burns? Make sure you all get a proper checkup in the maintenance area before you set off. I'm glad we're feeling more confident. But we'll still have to vote on whether to put the plan into action. Please read through the operation plan and give it a good think first. Then we'll take a vote in 15 minutes. Cladol's decision will be more in line with what we expected this time. Don't you think, Litara? Litara? What's the matter with you? Is the neural cloud acting up again? Litara snaps out of daze and shakes her head. With a frown, she scribbles something down on her notepad. By then, she promptly scratches it out. What's wrong? What's on your mind? Just tell me. I'm just thinking, about the current voting system and the way the dolls make decisions seems a bit problematic. We seem to have overlooked some issues. Overlooked? The result of the vote is out. 13% of the voters have still abstained, but 65% voted in favor of excavating the supplies from the thermal power station. That's good news. Litara, the result is indeed in line with our expectations. But is that really a good thing? I know what you mean. Actually, I've also been wondering about the same thing. But right now, we should focus on solving our most pressing problem. Once the excavation is complete, we can review this issue. How about that? Sure. Just make sure the operation goes smoothly. I'll give the master some thought. I'll give the matter some thought. Jeez. What would I do without you, Latara? Don't be such a suck-up. But I really do mean it. Okay, let's boost the voice by 10. Is it, oh, I got a massage. I've got supplies for you. You today too. Oh, energy. That's good. That's very good. Very, very good. Another damage. Crit 120%? That's not possible. Oh well. Sword swing! Oh yeah, there's absolutely sword swings. That's weird. That's really weird. You went through on the stream video? Yep. Oh no, wait. It didn't go through. But I had the noise notification that the message was sent. Some reason it didn't go through on the OBS. Oh well, I did see it and I reacted to it. It was fine, I guess. Oh, I can see why. My dock crashed. There we go. Now it works. New card Zombies has new swords called Bastard Sword. Isn't that just a bastard sword? Isn't a bastard sword just a bastard sword? It's such a bastard though. Wah, wah, wah. Ain't I funny? Oh. Oh no. Is it time limit events? Yeah. Level 17s. Wait, what's the level for the final fight? Level 26. Oh yeah, I can handle it. I can. What is this? Okay. Yeah, I can totally handle it. Story mode 1-3. Oh, really? I need to beat US 1-3. Oh, basically beat the whole story to unlock hard mode, and that's where you can use the tickets. Okay. Yep, but they can be upgraded to unique, well-known swords of Kings of Legends. Oh. So you're gonna be grinding it on zombies? Are you gonna create Excalibur? But in Call of Duty. In the dark space, a rustling noise can be heard in a corner. But it ceases after a dull gunshot. The metal door opens with a few sparks. A hunched figure slips inside stealthily and takes in the surroundings. You already dead? Wow. The elite activity detected. Alright. Alright. Get ready to go in. Stay alert, there could be elids lurking in the shadows. I'm turning on the light. Wow. Look over there. There's so many crates on the shelves. There are batteries over here. Can't really tell what state they're in, but there's more than 20 of them. There's so much stuff. Get the supplies according to the levels of priority stated in this acquisition list we sent you earlier. Don't lose your cool. Yep. What's going on? I'm okay. I just stepped on something. Are you alright? I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry. What's that? Glass? No. This feels like collapsed crystal. These look like seeds. Seeds? What kind of seeds? I don't know. If Wolfen were here, she'd definitely know. Wolfen? If I remember correctly, she's a civilian doll, isn't she? She has an affinity to plants. But I think she's been in hibernation for quite a while now. Yeah, she's my friend. She used to work in agriculture before she went to hibernation. I see. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize, alright. It's not your fault. She has no combat capability after all. Alan agreed to take her in only because she could take care of the collapse of collapse epitheliums in the first place. Besides, she entered hibernation voluntarily. I just think she'd be very happy if she got to see the seeds. Then let's bring some back. Huh? Can we? Of course. Let's bring a little with us today, and we'll come back for more after later dates. We'll give Wolfen the seeds when she is reactivated. I'm sure it'll make her day. But we agreed we wouldn't take any supplies that are not on the list. It's just a handful of seeds. It's fine. Pack them away now. There's so many batteries here, I can't move them all on my own. There's even one with high capacity. We're saved. High capacity battery? Yeah? What of it? Nothing. I'll go fetch the seeds first. Oh, this is gonna be a fight over the high capacity battery, isn't it? Lotta scans the bottles and jars on the shelves and picks out the smallest container to stash into her backpack. What are you doing? Oh, okay? Lotta, don't go packing trash. I'm not. Oh, move aside. Let me see what we've got over here. Thanks for coming along, Bathield. No biggie. I promised Rosalind I'll help the excavation team determine the worth and conditions of these supplies. Just doing my job. Then I leave you to it. Let me know if you run into any problems. Gotcha. Bathield, look over here. Ulrich leaves Lara and Bathield to their work and heads over to join Litara in front of another pile of supplies. Litara, do you remember Wolfen? Sure, the doll in charge of taking care of the epitheliums, right? After Alan was gone, the search for epitheliums didn't really matter anymore, so she volunteered to go into hibernation very early on. What got you thinking about her all of a sudden? Nothing. Lara brought her up. She said Wolfen would be very happy to see all the equipment in here. Ulrich can... Later? What do you mean later? Ulrich conjures up an image of the agricultural door named Wolfen trying to cultivate crops in a contamination zone in her neural cloud. He also recalls the moment when she decided to go into hibernation and bid her friends goodnight. I hope she can start making the supplies work for us soon. I hope we can start making the supplies work for us soon. Then we can reactivate her. If there are enough resources. Litara pauses and almost decides against writing out a sentence that would drag Ulrich back to reality. Speaking of agriculture, all the supplies in this warehouse seems to have something to do with that. There are a variety of agricultural fertilizers on this slide. All sort of categories. along with some equipment for illumination and temperature control. In that corner, there's a small planting automaton that I believe is used for sowing seeds and plowing in soil. Though it has definitely seen better days. I also found some well-preserved seeds on the other side. Why are there so many agricultural supplies in a contamination zone? I'm thinking about that too. Maybe this facility also functioned as... Before Litara can finish writing, the warehouse door slams shut from the outside with a deafening clang. Litara's pen sleeps, leaving a long black line on a notepad. What's going on? Ooh, actually, cutscene? That's not a tractor. That's a tank. Ah, makes sense. Okay. That was nice. That was action-filled moment. What the hell is that thing over there? Elids are following us. Somi, get ready to eliminate them. And let's see. SMG, 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 shotgun. SMG, SMG, SMG. Okay. I also chose this guy's dead wife. What? Context? Maybe? Maybe some context? What's going on? Don't worry about it. Oh. Okay. Just a meme. Okay. That was a very weird meme. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Because this fucker can freeze us. Yeah, I'm winning. Perish. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, this fucker. Look at an enemy unit with the lowest HP percentage within 8 tiles and enter a power-up state. On the next turn, throws an oil barrel at it, dealing AoE physical damage equal to 90% of an attack. All units within 2 tiles hesitation for 3 turns. If a user is attacked by an enemy while the power-up state, they will immediately throw an oil barrel at the attacker. When broken, the oil barrel leaves swamp within 2 tiles. So, basically, same. Dead. Okay, that was a success. Bathil, Tara. I guess it was a crit. Look out! Aroo. Rough. She said rough. Okay. There's more. It's too late. Just as the Elite's teeth are about to close around Laura, the planting automaton that has been lost in this cave suddenly reappears. It whirs as rams right into the grounding Elid, then crashes into the wall with a loud clang, and tips over onto the floor. Its battery falls out of the slot. It's not going to move again, is it? Sheesh, can you stop being so careless? The automaton's no good now. Sorry, Bathilde. Sorry, Bathilde hates seeing machines getting wrecked. Bathilde, are you okay? Me? The vision module on my left eye is dead. Just messes with my depth perception a bit, but no big deal. Is that high capacity battery still salvageable? Don't think so. The model is incompatible with the planting automaton to begin with. This is what you get for being so rough with electronics. It's okay. We've still got many other batteries, so don't worry. This one here must have been... This one here must have been thinking about reactivating Wolfin with his battery. How you got... Albans, you ever had drip coffee? Yes, I love drip coffee. fucking love it. What, you got yourself a drip machine? You got a dripper? Oh yeah, being an agricultural doll, Wolfen does need a bigger battery than usual dolls. Just when it happen to a high capacity battery, I thought it could. Even if it worked, we said it would be given to Wolfen. Don't be so naive. You're right. Lara is still clutching the battery that has been burnt to a crisp tightly. Exasperated, Mathilde yanks the battery out of her hands and tosses it aside. Tears start welling up in Lara's eyes, and she bites her lips stiffly. Seeing her like this, Ulrich feels like she should say something to comfort her. Look, Lara. Did it look like this automaton was trying to protect you in Wolfen's place? No, thinking about it. For cheap coffee making other than instant stuff. Well, alright, so here's the thing. It's not cheaper. It's not cheaper. Because at the end of the day, you still need to buy beans. You can buy either packaged beans, cooked packaged beans, or you can buy fresh beans, but you need to cook them yourself, and you need to know how to cook them. And it costs a lot of money cooking yourself, because you need the tools. You can't just do it in a fry pan. You need like a barrel. It's like a little barrel, metal barrel, and underneath it is a a fire, basically. And you need to, and it automatically turns, or it's a hand motion, which you basically turn it by yourself. It takes a while. We sell ground coffee. Okay, so there you go. Or you can buy ground coffee, but it's still a little bit more expensive. It's still expensive, but one thing is for sure that what I'm trying to say is, if you make it a drip coffee, you're basically making something like 2 to 5, maybe 6 cups. It depends how big the kettle, the container that is going to be filled up. So yeah, if you're doing that, it's awesome having like a coffee always on the ready, a warm coffee always ready for you. It's an awesome invention, and I fucking love the taste. But a little warning, because it's you, don't drink too much, because unlike instant coffee, which is basically unlike instant coffee, which is basically just vapors of the coffee that dried up, that has been dried. That's how instant coffee is made. There is a shit ton more caffeine in it. One cup is fine. But if you drink like me, and I mean like one cup after another, even for me, after a 4th cup, I feel like my heart is about to fucking jump out of my chest. So in your case, if you want to drink drip coffee, I would recommend you to buy like a tiny, well, not a, like a, espresso tiny cup, but small coffee cup, and drink from that, and limit yourself to maybe 3 cups, small cups, because of your condition. But I fucking love drip coffee. And if you're interested, I highly recommend it. Absolutely, go for it. If you're a coffee enthusiast, absolutely. Look, Lara. Didn't it look like this automaton was trying to protect you in Wolf's place? Huh? What the hell are you talking about? No, that's not what I meant. I don't really understand either. I'm sorry. Wow, we just make it. Tell me, what did Supreme Leader mean by that? Nobody got her. I don't know either. Pixies might be trying to comfort Miss Lara. Comfort? I was just flustered. This is all I could think of. Calm down, Lara. What Ulrid meant to say is that as long as we have enough supplies, we will get to reactivate the Wolfen. She hasn't really left you. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Ladara. I know you did it to save me. If it hadn't been for this automaton, you would have to leave with my frame in pieces. So don't feel too bad about it. Sure, don't worry. I'm not sure worried. What does plenty automaton come from anyway? It sure had great timing. I think it ran into a door of the opposite building and turned to avoid more obstacles. Come, take a look at this. It's true. The locking mechanism of the door got destroyed. It must be from the impact just now. According to the numbering pattern of the CCTV cameras, this is the place with the inactive surveillance feed. I suggest we enter the building and survey it while we still have ample manpower. This will also give us more information to work with for subsequent operations. Yeah, I agree. But what about the stuff in the warehouse? Are we just leaving them here? There? Oof. Fuck, double-clicked. Those are all treasures. Of course we're not leaving them there. Let's rest up for a bit and organize the supplies we'd gathered while we're at it. We'll enter the building in 3 hours. Got it, big sis. Understood. I like the pots on their heads. MP7. In the ruins of the thermal power station, Xiaomi and Bathilde are standing outside the door of the building, keeping an eye out for danger while also guarding their supplies. Big Sis and the others have been in there for a while now. If you have something to say, just say it. There aren't any elites around anyway, so it's not like we've got much to do here. I was just wondering about this friend that Miss Lara mentioned, Miss Belfeet? You are quite close with Miss Lara, so do you also know this dog called Wolfin? Of course. She's also my friend. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about what? Sparing your sympathy. Sympathy alone won't wake her. Miss Belfeet, you will definitely see Miss Wolfin again. Because you and Miss Lara are still thinking of her. What's with this southern cheesiness? I just don't want you to be sad. Sorry, I'm being presumptuous. I didn't say you were, did I? But enough of that. What's taking them so long? What the hell's going on in there? I don't know. But with Big Sis, Miss Litara, and Miss Deshevnes around, they should be okay. If something goes wrong, they'll contact us. We just have to secure their escape route and prevent them from getting locked in again. You're awfully talkative when it comes to Ulrid. You did say there's not much to do here because there are no elites around. Not much to do? Hang on. What's going on? We've been out here for so long, but we haven't seen a single elite. We did clear out the area around the warehouse, but what are the odds? Isn't this a good thing? Finding a few more elites won't do us any good. Hey, what are you doing? A thought occurs to Xiaomi, and she abruptly leans close to Belfield. I'd like to test a hypothesis. Miss Belfield, you're carrying a collapsed radiation detector, aren't you? I am. What of it? Where are you going? What about your sentry duty? I'll be right back. Inside the power station, Ulrich quietly opens the door and slips inside the room. She sweeps her flashlight across the space, and after making sure it's safe, she calls for her teammates to come inside. This room looks a bit different. It's like a lab. Is there a terminal in the corner? Be careful. If you come across anything you're unsure about, get me or Litara. Laura, check the terminal. Alright, have fun. Have fun getting pentakills. Supreme Leader, Great Sage, please look at this on the please look at that on the wall. Another one. Ulrich walks over to the wall and takes down a picture frame. She wipes away the dust with her fingers. It is a photograph of two unfamiliar dolls. Having explored multiple rooms, the dolls are no longer faced by the discovery. It's the same photo again. Who are those two dolls? Why is their photo in every room here? This doll here, the one on the left, she gives off a really weird vibe. How do I put it? She looks like a doll frame without a neural cloud. This place is full of unsolved mysteries. Our neural cloud will overheat and crash if we think about them all too hard. You're right. There's so many questions. We don't even know what a thermal power station is doing so deep within the contamination zone. Lita's writing hand pauses with unease. Is it to generate power for nearby settlements? The environmental conditions here are terrible though. The cables leading to the settlements would have rotten away like old bones. But according to the geographical data that Xiaomi has collected, there are no reasonably sized settlements within the power station coverage area. The one we're in is already the largest set of ruins. Besides, considering the construction costs, even if settlements further away require power, they wouldn't have chosen to lay cables here of all places. I'm sorry, please forget what I said. You don't have to apologize. It was an interesting guess. Could it be an outpost for some kind of survey? Survey? You mean like for a purification project? Yeah, you know those beacons purification vehicles, Great Wall Railway. They're everywhere these days, aren't they? Maybe there are similar plans for this place. There's no evidence to support this at all, but it's a reasonable guess. Wow, that was pretty harsh. Even though you're basically agreeing with me, if my guess is correct, then these two dolls in the photo could be the ones in charge of running and maintaining this facility. After all, employing dolls is much cheaper than employing human staff this deep inside the contamination zone. There's something. Maybe an accident could have caused the collapse radiation around the power station to spike to abnormal levels, which attracted a large number of elites, so they had to abandon all activities within the area. If we follow this line of reasoning, then those strange cooling towers could be the reason. See? It's plausible. It is certainly plausible. But, like I just said, this is all just a conjecture. With no supporting evidence, it just feels too convenient of an explanation. Ulrich, Litara, please take a look at this. The terminal is still operational. Nope, coming. Ulrich hangs the picture frame back on the wall and dusts her hands off before joining Litara and Laura at the terminal. See? I turned it on, but there's nothing on it. Maybe you're not doing this right. It's definitely unnatural for it to be completely blank. The files are probably hidden, but our main objective is to gather up supplies. Information isn't exactly essential. Let's try to get through on level 2 and see if we can find anything. Huh? I can see that you're really curious about this. Since we already have experience hacking the surveillance systems on level 2, we should be able to handle it with more dolls with us this time. Laura, please help us set up the connection. Will do. Oh, really? Thank you for supporting me in trying to verify something that's irrelevant to our primary objective. Why are you suddenly being so serious? Besides, solving this mystery will also be helpful for planning our next steps. If you really want to thank me, then promise you'll also... Promise me you'll also support me in doing whatever I want to do next time. Even if it seems silly and irrelevant. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Top turrets. Here comes those bizarre defense machines again. These machines? Huh? What about them? They look farming. Like they're... Crap, we've been spotted. Whatever questions you've got, we have to leave for later. We've got to book it. Let's see. SMG. SMG assault, SMG assault, SMG assault, SMG assault. SMG. Sword. Shotgun. Okay. Sniper. Sniper. 2 targets, sniper, everything else is SMG and assault. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna go for. 2 SMGs and 2 assaults. Alright, let's go. For the victory, the 9 turn. Oh, we can try that. All right, let's begin. Let's see. Yeah, perfect kill. But it's... Sure, do it. Okay. We are going to begin with from here. It's one down. And we've been spotted. Ah, damn it. No, this one. Yep. Wait. This was the SMG? I was pretty sure I took the assault rifle with me. I picked the assault rifle. Shit. This will do. Far. Okay. Oh. Wait here. Oh. That's a long shot. Ah, damn it. Wasn't enough. This'll do. No support fire? Oh. How? I'm not gonna ask questions. There really are hidden files. These are all leaves buried deep beneath the soil. Wait a minute. These, huh? These files all seem to be on the subject of cultivating crops. Look here. These documents are proposals for soil improvement. These are cultivation logs, and these are informations about seeds like the ones in the warehouse. They're researching how to plant crops in the contamination zone. What? Is it possible? I don't know, but there are no clear experimental results. Here, look. Coordinates of an experimental field. They actually set up an experimental field here. Ulrich, we found something in the room. Can you come and check this out? Pardon? Oh, sure. I think that's everything in here. Litara, let's get the connection. Ulrich, look. I noticed this hidden entryway right after we discovered the after we disconnected from level 2. It probably opened because we deactivated the defense system of this building. So cramped in here. It's like a storage room. Ugh. Look out. Yeah, I'm fine. It just tripped over the devil's tail. The devil's tail? Lotta is still familiar with Ms. Dushevna's speech pattern. I don't think she's referring to the literal devil. I see. How are things? There's a pile of random stuff. And in the corner are 2 huge drones. I think. Drones? They could be drones for hauling supplies or samples over short distances. They appear to be free of damage, but very dusty. They may still be functional, Supreme Leader. Let me see. Switch is unusual. Found it. It's not turning on. Machines tend to break if they're idle for too long. That's what Bathild said. Well, and we'll just have to take them back for us. Back with us. Even if we can't get them repaired, the bots could still be useful. Big Sis? Zumi, is there a problem out there? No, Big Sis, but I may have found the cause of the high radiation levels here. What's going on? I was standing guard with Miss Bathield outside, but there wasn't a single elite here. They wouldn't even come close. There are so many elites around the warehouse, so this place should be crawling with them as well. So I thought I'd check the radiation levels here. Makes sense. And there is no noticeable difference in the radiation levels. So I'm thinking, since the Elids are not here, they must have been drawn to another location. Could it really? Actually, the cooling towers. When I approached one of the cooling towers that's spewing some strange gas, the readings on the detector suddenly skyrocketed and the place was filled with Elids. That lines up with our hypothesis. Partially, at least. The cooling towers may be increasing the collapse radiation levels, but this doesn't explain why the Elids around the building are all drawn over to the towers, while those around the warehouse are unaffected. Maybe the Elids around here were drawn to the warehouse because of our activities, before we wiped them all out. I do hope that's the case. But at least we now know that in order to solve the problem about the collapse radiation and Elids, we must start with the cooling towers. Alright, how should we proceed? We've gathered a lot of supplies already. It could get dangerous if we go any further, and we can bring the supplies with us. Let's get a group to take the supplies and information we have gathered so far back to camp. Having a smaller party should also make it easier to keep a low profile while we investigate. The dolls have taken quite a beating in the last battle, especially Beth Healed. Send them back first. I'll also take a few dolls to transport these two beautiful pieces of junk. Ori nudges the drones lying on the floor with the tip of her shoes. Yeah, Beth Healed isn't good in a fight either, so it's better to have some T-dolls as quarter. I think both the cooling towers and the experimental field are worth investigating. Good choice. Litara, show me a bird's eye view of the area that we've mapped. Just send it to you via level 2. I marked both locations on the map. The experimental field is a bit close. In that case, let's check out the field first. We haven't explored that area yet. There were a large number of Elids in the vicinity. And more that they had already destroyed the field. We should prioritize that. Somi, get Bathild to direct everyone in transporting the supplies back to camp. You, me, Dushevnia, Litara, and Laura are heading to their coordinates. Got it, big sis? A little break, I'm gonna make myself some coffee, and we'll continue. And we'll continue from there. Oh, what's this? Oh. It's just challenges. Challenge areas. We're gonna ignore the challenge areas. We'll do cleanup later. Oh, we're already halfway. Yeah, we're already halfway. I'm gonna go make myself some coffee and I'm gonna come back. Be right back.
Let's go. Next chapter. Wow. That is a beautiful soundtrack. Reach your teeth. Oh my god. Yes, AoE damage. AoE physical damage equal to 70% of attack to all enemies targets within 4 tiles that apply asphyxiation when returns. Reduces damage taken from targets with asphyxiation by 50%. Ooh. Impede. When users afflicted with impede, they are unable to deal stability damage. Can be removed 4 more tiles before using the skill. Oh, okay. Beneath the dull sky of the contaminations. With Litara's navigation, the lightly equipped dolls travel quietly and cautiously toward the experimental field, stepping over the occasional elite carcass strewn around the ground, across the ground. Worry about Miss Bathild, Miss Laura? Yeah, I hope they make it safely back to camp. GST dolls as escorts. They will surely avoid the underwater reefs. Reefs? Is there an underground river here? Mr. Shevner probably meant they avoid places with lots of elites. The elites have all been drawn to the cooling towers now, and we wiped out many of them on our way. So they shouldn't have much problem. Right. Thanks, Tommy. Mr. Shevner. Just the Shevner is fine. Fellow adventurer. Fellow adventurer, okay. You can call me that too, great sage and Somi. You aren't Shevner. I'll stick with Mr. Shevner. I get used to it. Now. You can chat, but don't lower your guard. Still, there really aren't many elites around here. Looks like Somi's right. Alright. Something strikes me as really odd. Yeah? Go on. Ulrich slows down to let Suomi, the Shevni and Laura walk on ahead, while she falls in line with Litara. There's surveillance everywhere in the facility, which means this place is closely monitored. Ulrich, you still remember the bots we encountered on level 2? We've been here for so long, but you haven't run into any of them or any kind of defense at all. Out here in the physical world. Nothing but elites. Elites. Right. You're right. The elite flesh we see here is in an advanced state of decomposition. So to think elites have been coming here recently, leads to this place. Huh? This means that this place is pretty safe, right? Don't worry too much, Nitara. You'll be fine. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Realizing the obvious change of topic, Nitara looks towards Ulrich. Not only is she avoiding eye contact, she walks so fast, her arms have stopped swinging correctly with the opposing leg. Nitara thus rushes over and grabs Ulrich, causing her to bend backwards. She stretches Ulrich's head lightly with clawed hands. What are you doing? You're really tense. Don't force yourself. Ulrich cautiously glances over the three who have walked over to her front. She wearily hangs her head. You found out. This place seems abandoned, but the power is still on. I'm worried that it's not just some simple thermal power station. Have I been leading everyone to an even more dangerous place than before? What if?
実は住み着いてる人間がいて、私たちの存在に気づいたら機械を使って襲ってくるかも。
Are you worried that the operations personnel might still be around? That they might take measures against? Like use the bots we saw on level 2 to attack us if they see us? Yes. Things will be really bad if that happens. Humans. No, humans with evil intentions are worse than elites. If people really are still around, we will just return the supplies we took. Okay. We will just return the supplies we took the best as we can. Then leave and find somewhere else to settle. Is that really what we are going to do? But everyone is waiting for... Rosalind did not finish taking stock of supplies before they departed for the power station. They nearly depleted stocks of the dolls collected. Warrior to no end. Worrying too much will affect your performance. Remember that it's just hypothetical at the moment. Even if the worst does happen, I will be with you to come up with a solution. You're right. It's pointless to overthink it now. And I have the reliable Litara to help me out if we really run into trouble. And Ulrich always says that I overthink to the point of crashing. Maybe someone else fits that description too, Litara. I really am too anxious about it. I should have brought along my heart-shaped bubble wrap with me. Sis, I found something. Tommy waves to the two from above. Litara checks the overhead map of the thermal power station. We're here. Is the building right ahead. Let's head over. Thank you, Lazara. Don't mention it. These coordinates are for that short building, right? It's not even half as tall as the warehouse we were in just now. Is the experimental field really in there? Get ready. There might be other kinds of defensive measures awaiting us. The dolls swiftly but quietly prop themselves up against the wall on both sides of the building's front door. Ulrich gently pushes the door open. It falls over with a thud, sending a cloud of dust. It's broken. I'll head in first. Wait for my signal. Okay. It's safe. Come in. Why is there a hole in the floor? On the floor? This is obviously a tunnel for the tunnel to the abyss. The abyss? Likely the entrance to the experimental field. The collapse radiation levels are really high here, so it makes sense for the experimental field to be underground. We'll know what's up once we go in. Everyone, check your ammo. Stand in alert formation and get ready to enter. The dolls maintain formation in pitch darkness, slowly descending the stairs. Mind your step, and think we're almost at the bottom. Seems to be a familiar smell. Soil? We're at the bottom. Be careful getting down. What's up with the red light on the wall? What? Where are the red lights? It came from the walls on our two sides. Did Supreme Leader not see it just now? I did not see any light. Shevna? Don't go over there, Mr. Shevna. Those are bots. What? Blue arcs of electricity spark all over the surroundings. A mass of red light up on the walls. The silhouettes of bots crisscross in the dim lighting. The sounds of scraping metal resonates. resonate through the previous silent environment. It's optical camouflage. Run! Get out! Head to the exit. Suomi, secure the exit. I'll hold them back. Got it, big sis. Ulrich urges the dolls to leave while she takes guard. There we go. Well, she takes guard on the narrow staircase, striking down bots beneath her that attempt to ascend. The bot she strikes falls and crash into each other, but any gap formed is quickly swarmed by even more bots. Their overwhelming electric arcs making Ulrich's scalp go numb. It's the same design we saw in level 2. Keep running. To outside. Sister, careful. There's surveillance up ahead. Damn it. They're blocking our withdrawal route. No choice. They have to be eliminated. I wonder, does anyone have her? Oh, there we go. For the story. Maybe through here? No. Oh well. Time to party on. Ah. Crit would have been great. Bang bang. Oh, there's another one over here.
私はここだ。
Okay. I remember. The way to get rid of the beat is to actually run away. No, not exactly run away, but move. Or
ターゲット確認。
steps. Oh, he's only weak to a sword. Oh well.
カバー。ああ、何見てるの？ 私はここだ。
Oh. Problem.
ええ。 カバー。
Oh, this is awkward. The group executes a fighting retreat, breaking through the army of bots surrounding them. But as they escape the building, gray-green smokes descend upon them. Excuse, it's snowing! The radiation levels are spiking! Right now. Everyone, keep close up, follow me to the building. Don't get separated. Copy that. Everyone retreat as quickly as possible. Enemy seems to be all around. Alright, what now? Laura, take the lead and advance to in the 10 o'clock direction. Be sure to stay discreet. Tara, can we hold off the enemy together? Sure. Fine. Bang, bang.
行くわよ。真とそう捧げ。
Oh, this is awkward.
行くわよ。試してみる？あんたが私の真理と荘厳を捧げる。反抗するなんて。おやおや。
I think I'll finish here for today. I'm very tired after work. Oh shit. Ah. Right here.
行くわよ。パンパン。
Nice. perish. Should be safer now. Take the opportunity now and be careful on the way. At the corner of the dilapidated building, third floor, an anxious face peeks out of the window with just a fragment of glass left on it. It is Ulrich and her companions, hiding in a corridor of this building. After ensuring that the others are hidden well, Ulrich carefully looks out of the window. Big sis, are they gone? Yeah. They are retreating towards the experimental fields building. Good. There were too many. Their prime directive seems to be protection of the underground experimental field. Already, do they use optical camouflage like what you do, what your body does? It's possible. Optical camouflage isn't exactly new after all. They hid too well in the darkness and took advantage of the environment. It's strange that we didn't notice them. I'll look inside. Stay here and wait for my signal. Big sis! It will be fine. I'm just going over to have a quick look. What's with your faces? The chef there? Why are you aiming at me? Oh. Well, that just happened. Ulrich feels what seems to be a shining object poking through her chest, followed by sparks, which signify mechanical damage. Any more cutting will reach the core. Not happening. Her neural model sends signals of her damaged chest, and Ulrich instinctively grasps the sharp, ice-cold object, preventing her opponent from cutting further into her chest. At this moment, Dushevne's bullet hits something standing behind Ulrich. The blade piercing Ulrich is pulled out in an instant. Optical camouflage again. Watch out! Slaughter, covering fire. Her skin is so tough. Big sis, fall back. You're... Litar reaches out to cover Ulrich's chest wound. Tissue fluid and machine's oil flow freely from a stab wound, staining Litar's hand. I'm fine. Litar, is that a doll? Looks like one in the photo. Might be, but focus on returning fire. She's too fast. The strange phantom-like doll deftly darts around, using the objects in the corridor to evade the hail of fire directed towards her. She rapidly approaches Ulrich's group situated at the other end of the corridor. Take cover, quickly! Ulrich shoots the ceiling connectors of a hanging light, sending it crashing down along with the pieces of the weakened ceiling. The strange doll shifts around repeatedly to dodge the falling debris, forcing her to pull away from the ground. Run, faster! The Slaughter, shoot the ceiling! Will do! On the Xiaomi and Lotus fire, the ceiling produces falling debris once again, but the strange doll has nearly managed to dodge the falling objects. Not good. She's too fast. We can't stop her with this. The window. We can get out from the window. Jump out? 3 floors. Rosalind doesn't get too angry with us. Over breaks the already half broken window, helping Lotta up to the ledge. You first, Lotta. Well, so far, ding. Xiaomi, the chef there, quick. Okay. Litara, watch out! Jump! Now! Odin and Litara land and roll a few times on the ground before coming to a stop. So I meant to Shevne help them out. Immediately afterwards, the strange doll chasing them jumps down too, her durable body emitting a dull-loud slam on the ground. Ixis, she's here too! Oh, unrelenting. Run! Retreat towards the warehouse. I will. I shall stop the steps of evil. Good, that's a hit. The Shevne's round strike the strange doll's forehead, causing her head to lurch back in an uncanny manner. But in the next second, her neck emits a series of clicking sounds and returns to its normal position. Her forehead is marked with a faint dent. Lovely. It recovered. What kind of demonic attack? The Shevne dodge! Ah. The strange doll rapidly advances right in front of the Shevnes with no one to stop her. The Shevne, who is still in a sniping stance, is unable to respond in time. Lotta comes in the nick of time by suddenly pushing the Shevne's left hand from behind, causing her to land on her back. Her opponent's attack grazes the tip of her nose, but at the same time, a snapping sound is heard from her left shoulder. Ah, my arm! Lotta, watch out! Lotta is still looking at the mechanical arm in her hand, with a stunned look on her face. The strange doll attacks, so Lotta instinctively reacts by swinging the one melee weapon-like object she had in her hands, the Shevne's arm. My arm! The mechanical arm lands a hit on the strange doll, then flies out of Lotta's hands. Good thing that the strange doll seems to have its movement slowed due to a recent heavy strike from Lotta. Sorry! I'll help. I'll go get it. The tower provide covering fire. Under Odin and Litara's covering attack, Xiaomi picks up at the Shevne's dropped arm, then turns and runs towards Ulrid and the others. The one-armed Shevne scrambles to pick herself up from the ground. I have it! I got the arm! Run! The crippled hero will face the wrath of the great healer! Stop caring about the wrath of whatever! Run, Mr. Shevne! Okay, that feel. Do I continue? Because I'm tired. I want to sleep. But at the same time, I'm very curious what's next. I'm very close to the end too. Nah, fuck it, I'll finish it tomorrow. I'll stream from work. I'll finish it tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna take a nap. Not nap, I'm gonna sleep until tomorrow. I'm fucking dying inside right now. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.